It started a few weeks ago with a march in the Barbuda community to draw attention to a range of environmental issues at the Grande Anse beach. Nesting turtles were being hacked to death for their eggs and flippers. Sand mining was an ongoing problem, and slash and burn agriculture was affecting the habitat of a number of endangered species. This march got our attention at Calabash TV, and when we heard that an annual cleanup activity was being planned, we got interested in covering that event. But it was no ordinary cleanup, more like a wake-up call as two young men brazenly hacked a turtle to death just as volunteers arrived for the cleanup. We will get to that story in just a bit, but first, let us talk to the organizers of the event. They represent the Des Barras Sea Turtle Network, the Des Barras Pythons Youth Sports and Social and Cultural Club, and the Des Barras Red Cross group led by award-winning writer Lucia.
Lucia, and I am one of the organizers of the beach cleanup, and I'm also here representing the Des Barras Red Cross branch.
All right, Alicia, it's been a few hours since this has been going on. How do you assess what has happened so far? How impressed were you with the numbers who turned out here today?
I was quite impressed with the number of people who responded. We have a wide cross. We have people from a wide cross section of the population as far as ancillary. And we're very happy that a lot of volunteer groups, in particular a lot of young people, came out, and we have a lot of support from the elderly people in the community as well, who are helping out with the preparation of the food.
This is a beach cleanup, but there's a message that you want to send from this activity here. What is that message?
The message is that this is a marine reserve, and it is very dear to the people of Des Barras, as well as to many other people who are very concerned about the nesting of turtles, and people who have lent support in the past to some of the initiatives that take place here. We want to ensure that people know that this beach is protected, and we are very much interested in conserving the turtles, as well as ensuring that the illegal activities that take place at this beach they are curbed.
Now, this morning we had an example of two turtles getting slaughtered here. How disturbing was that for you?
I was a bit surprised that on a day that we planned to have a beach cleanup, that turtle slaughtering would take place minutes before the activity commenced. But I am hopeful that our presence on the beach here today will help to deter some of these activities from taking place.
What is the alternative? Because we were told that these were two young guys who were here doing the slaughtering. What are the alternatives for them? Because obviously they're looking at this as an economic activity for them. What else can they do?
Okay, we have been in consultation with other groups in the Caribbean who've had similar problems. For example, in Matura Beach in Trinidad, we had a case where this beach was being affected by a lot of poaching, and the community came together, and some of the poachers, the people who at one time poachers, are now actually tour guides on the beach, helping to sensitize people about turtle poaching and the importance of conserving turtles. So we are hopeful that our activities here can encourage people they can join one of the groups, show interest, volunteer when necessary, because the group, as much as we volunteer, there are lots of young people in the community who gain from this activity. It's a source of employment for them, as well as some of the older people who serve as caterers, some of the people outside of the community who serve as tour operators and drivers. So lots of people are employed in the program, as well as a lot of volunteers.
My name is Pomelda Joseph. I am a tour guide.
But you're also part of a group as well?
I'm the Des Barras Turtle Watch, the Des Barras Sea Turtle Network.
All right, Pomelda, can you tell us what exactly is that network about?
13 years ago, a group of volunteers from the community of Des Barras. We came together because we had a unique product in St. Lucia that no other community had. And it was in our backyard, which was leatherback turtles and hawksbills. So we came together to conserve the turtle because we noticed an increase in poaching of those animals. So we came together to not only work on the marine reserve but also to protect sea turtle species.
13 years, how much progress you guys made?
Significant, but we have had many challenges. When we say significant, the increased awareness in school children. When we have normal seasons, we take our school children to the beach. We encourage other schools to bring their own groups to the beach so that other persons will know about sea turtles, about basically what we do here, our efforts. Significant in that sense. We've had, of course, challenges where the poaching has not stopped. It's unfortunate, even as early as this morning, we had persons seen slaughtering a turtle on the beach. And then, of course, we have sand mining. So these are the challenges that we as a group we face at the Grande Anse beach.
So as a group, I'm sure you've looked at possible ways of countering that negative behavior towards the environment here. What are some of the possible ways? Let's start with the turtle poaching, for example. How you think this can be curbed?
Well, we as a group, we felt it necessary if we sensitize the whole of St. Lucian public. It is against the law to harvest any turtle meat or turtle eggs. So we believe that if we sensitize, educate persons about the dangers or the illegality of consuming and taking turtle meat. We've also thought of basically trying to have this area protected completely. But of course it's a public beach, so we do not know how far we can get with this particular idea. And then increase our presence on the beach when we have, so even if we do not have a tour, a designated tour, we ourselves can be on the beach, monitoring the beach and so on and so forth.
Okay, my name is Kimia Shasni and I'm representing the Pythons, well, the Des Barras Pythons Youth Sports and Social Culture Group.
All right, Kimia, it's almost 12 or probably after 12. But this started at 7 o'clock this morning. How would you describe what has happened here today?
Well, our group, the Pythons Club, we were positioned at South, which is there on the beach. And it was really challenging working because the beach is really dirty and there are a lot of plastic bottles and stuff, so we had to clean it. But we're a hard working group, so we did it together as a group, teamwork and cooperation.
Now you mentioned that there was quite a lot of garbage. Can you describe to us some of the things that you found here on the beach?
There were a lot of plastic bottles, plastic broken chairs. There were some scraps of metal we found. There were also breakable bottles, a lot of breakable bottles. And pretty much that was it. Apart from that, there were a lot of sticks and coconuts. Yeah.
This is Calabash community, and today we are at the Grande Anse beach on the east coast. We will pause here for a few minutes, and when we return, well-known marine biologist Janine Compton-Antoine shares her early morning encounter with poachers at the Grande Anse beach.